going to be interesting to see if you can pull that off today.
Yeah, no, I'll pull it off today. Don't worry about that.
The team went bust, and then Richard Dean, my best mate to this day, said, "Hey, I think my sister's got an air mattress in a living room floor in Sheffield." And then we would drive to Donington Park every day. It was freezing to be an instructor. And
100 quid a day?
100 quid a day. And so our fans were all, we want papaya, we want papaya. That was our iconic color. And so we went to papaya, and I remember some of the old regime, if you like, went, "We're only doing that because that's what the fans want." And I was like, trick question. Like, that's exactly why we're doing it. When the lights go out, Bernie used to go home. I want to be on pit wall when the lights go out. I want to be in the race. And I've always loved McLaren. Always been my favorite team.
Really?
Always.
His new book, 7/10 of a Second, is out now. So get out of town. He's the man with the McLaren crown. It's Zak Brown!
Come on, Zak! Hey, Zak. How are you?
That was amazing. I love it. I just heard that out there, and it was like, wait a minute, that's my dad's
Your
song.
dad wrote the song, didn't
It was
he?
like a tearjerker for a moment.
Okay,
Forget
sit
about
down,
this
Zak.
World Championship
So for
stuff.
people who don't know, your dad was a musician.
Yes.
And he wrote that, so co-wrote
It with Chuck Lorre, who then went on to do like Will and Grace. And remember when Charlie Sheen had his punch-up with a producer?
Yep.
It was Chuck, his partner.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah, I remember that song being shopped everywhere. And then, I don't know if you remember Rick Dees?
Yeah, of course do.
Yeah, legendary.
Yeah.
And I remember my dad going with the cassette, and it was initially sang by a group called Two Chicks. Yeah. Was the name of and he gave it to him at Tower Records on Ventura Boulevard, and then eventually it made it in Deborah Harry's hands.
It's so funny. Your family are so interesting, aren't they? Because they're just go-getters, aren't they?
Yeah, that was, I mean, he was literally handing cassettes of that song around trying to get something.
While your mum is being like a super travel agent.
It's super travel agent.
And you've got a bit of both those sources within you.
100%. My dad, with both workaholics, but my dad kind of locked the door and just do music.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I'm in the zone. And my mom is more of a social networker, sales communicator, relationship person. And so I got, I think both of them in me.
Yeah, because you know when to be quiet and you know when to get out there and sell the sauce. You know.
I think most people know me more as the kind of getting out there.
Yeah.
But there's times I like to lock my office door, and it's kind of, I want to be in the zone. I got work to do, and I want to think. And it's kind of hard to think and do at the same time.
You were coming over here at the age of 18, and they were being brilliant mums, a brilliant mum and dad,
right.
But just having issues being a husband and wife.
Yeah, that happened.
But still did this financial deal together to help you out.
Yeah,
it's cool, man.
Yeah, it was great.
That's very cool.
And then the team went bust, and then Richard Dean, my best mate to this day, said, "Hey, I think my sister's got an air mattress in a living room floor in Sheffield." And then we would drive to Donington Park every day. It was freezing to be an instructor. And
100 quid a day?
100 quid a day.
Unbelievable.
Cash, don't tell the tax man.
Zach's rip-roaring stories in the book, but also there's all these leadership tips in there and all these ways that he turned the team around. I found it so instructive. And the fact that McLaren, who are now the World Constructors Champion and have the World Drivers Champion, had to sell their factory to avoid bankruptcy just about a minute ago. But you've got to do what you've got to do at the time.
Got to do what you got to do. We have the best shareholders, though. They're so committed, and so they were prepared to do whatever it takes to make sure we had the tools to go do what we do.
Yeah.
So it's been magic.
When I used to go there, there was the mission statement was on the wall, and the mission statement was McLaren Racing to compete in and win as many Formula One races as possible. That's the mission statement. That was the mission statement. And there are other companies in there, you know that, and there are medical companies, but they all have to feed towards that statement.
Yeah.
Will the decision on making a new piece of medical technology help the Formula One team to win? If it doesn't get made. Simple as that.
Yep.
You've then added this. We want to be the most engaged and loved racing team and sports team in the world. And if that's a high bar, that's okay. That was the second half of the mission statement that was missing.
Yep.
And you immediately focused on the fans and the colour of the car. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, and so our fans were all, we want papaya, we want papaya. That was our iconic color. And so we went to papaya, and I remember some of the old regime, if you like, went, "We're only doing that because that's what the fans want." And I was like, "That's a trick question." Like, that's exactly why we're doing it. Now, what you're trying to, right, like our fans, without our fans, that is the start of our ecosystem. And so we're all about our fans. And I think, the world's gone from awareness to engagement. And I want people to feel part of McLaren. We listen to McLaren, come along for the journey, be on our racing team, and then everything falls in from them. Because if you have great fans, then you have great sponsors, then you can build a great racing team, then you can go win. So the winning is kind of the output of having great fans.
And you say that you know what you know, and more importantly, you know what you don't know, which is so important, isn't it? Especially when you're running something like this, as potentially volatile and mercurial as a Formula One team. And I didn't realise in 2016 that you were offered 2 jobs at the same time.
Yeah.
One was to sort of be the protege to take over from Bernie in F1, maybe one day.
Yep.
Whilst at the same time being asked to take over, become team boss of McLaren Racing.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a luxury problem to have. I was going to Formula One, and Ron was recruiting me, but it was really more to kind of be his number 2, more on the business side, without really great visibility of when I could, kind of take over to run McLaren. And then, things happened with the shareholders, and then Monsieur Ogier and Sheikh Mohammed called and were like, actually, we want you to come in and run McLaren Racing now. And I was like, that's a different program, because I love the racing. So the Formula One opportunity was amazing, but it was kind of more of what I was already been doing, which is commercial, but on a much larger stage, where I felt the McLaren opportunity had all the commercial excitement, because I love the commercial side of the business. But when the lights go out, Bernie used to go home. I want to be on pit wall when the lights go out. I want to be in the race. And I've always loved McLaren, always been my favorite team.
Really?
Always. Since Ayrton Senna joined in 88, and we had that dominant season, I've been a McLaren fan through and through. And I love that we're a racing team. We do IndyCar. We're going back to Le Mans. And we have that history, so it wasn't just a Formula One team.
Yeah, because you go back to the sea, don't you? Bruce McLaren, what a story, what a player.
Unbelievable, right? Designer, driver, owner, engineer, did it all.
Yeah, and there's a great documentary on Sky documentary about Bruce McLaren.
Fantastic.
I urge anybody to watch it, whether you like motor racing or not.
That and the Senna movie, which I assume you've seen.
The Senna movie is the best ever.
Senna
movie is the greatest film
of all time.
My favourite thing to put on TV.
Yeah, I agree.
And it always makes me just reminds me, and I've always forgotten. The disappointing thing is I've always forgotten in between watching the movie. Yeah. Just get out there and get after it.
Yeah.
What's the point otherwise?
He was amazing. And you don't need to be a Formula One fan to enjoy the Senna story. What a legend. What a legend.
Before you go, my little boy, he's 7, right? And he absolutely loves you. And he videoed this last night. Hang on a second. Here we go. Have a listen to this.
You even got the papaya phone.
Yeah, here we go. No, I thought that last night. Here we go.
You know the guy who's going to be on our show?
Which one?
The guy, because the manager of McLaren who won the race yesterday.
Yeah.
Can you give him a high five and then don't you wash our hands and high five me?
Awesome.
Yeah. Shall we do that now then?
We should do that now.
Okay, so we'll high five now.
Yep.
I'm not going to touch anything with this hand, right? And then I'm going to pick him up at the school gates and I will high five him.
I like it.
All right, we'll do that. Okay, so thank you, Zak. Can we hear it for Zak Brown, please, if you don't mind? The one, the only Zak Brown. This book is killer. Honestly, it's a great book. I loved it. I've ripped this one to shreds. I've got another one here. I can't touch it with my right hand because I can't touch anything all day. Zak, thank you.
Thank you for having me on.
Testing starts today, I understand.
Testing's today. We're doing the new tires for next year, and then we're back at it in the end of
Water-cooled tyres?
Exactly.
Very funny story. I can't believe how many stories are in this book.
Yeah, it's good fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if you can pull that off today.
Yeah, no, I'll pull it off today. Don't worry about that. I've pulled off crazier things. Thanks to Zak Brown one more time. Thank you to the team. Bye, everyone. We're live from the top of the tower. Back tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. with the National Lottery.
Virgin Radio.